This is a serious question. I want to hear from Bitcoin maxis, Web3 proponents, crypto enthusiasts, and day traders. What does success look like? What are you hoping to achieve? Now that crypto winter is upon us, so many crypto bros are bragging about being contrarian again. But useful new technologies go from low adoption to high adoption. They don't bounce around in cycles between FOMO and ridiculous. There should be a goal you are looking to achieve and some metrics you can use to measure whether or not you are trending towards achieving it. That is how the real world works. What is the threshold that needs to be crossed for you to consider your favorite project a success? Actual numbers with units, please. For example, are you only interested in price? Does a $100,000 Bitcoin price mean success for you? $1 million? Why is Bitcoin better at $1 million than $1? Or are you actually interested in adoption and looking for the Lightning Network to penetrate a certain percentage of all retail transactions? What's the failure rate these days? Are you into the tech and want any blockchain-based cryptocurrency to form the base layer of interbank transactions? Is that happening in production anywhere? Are you starting a Web3 service provider and looking for customer adoption?
I'm hoping, for example, for podcasts, I'm hoping 5 years from now, there will be these thriving, call it Web3 podcast environments that will be open and will be, it will have the sort of anarchic, uncontrolled kind of element that I think you and I both like.
Are there examples of popular and profitable Web3 services? Are you interested in remittances and are hoping to see a wholesale replacement of Western Union and similar services? How are those transaction fees? Are you interested in preserving capital in dangerous political situations and are looking for signs most refugees feel safe fleeing with all their assets in crypto? Do Ukrainian credit cards not work in Poland? Do you want to avoid the need for traditional banking services altogether? Bank the unbanked. Are you aware of UPI in India, M-Pesa in Kenya, and Pix in Brazil? Do you want to abandon the US dollar? Replace it as a reserve currency? Are you following the dollar index? Do you want to replace the Federal Reserve? Are algorithmic stablecoins doing a better job with price stability? Or are you just protesting against sanctions or government overreach somewhere? Do you believe sanctions are a tool we should remove from government arsenals? Are you trying to buy drugs, launder money, avoid taxes, or are you just trying to get rich? If your personal account reached some threshold measured in dollars, would you cash out, quit your job, and live off the gains? Or maybe you are trying to help other people get rich by working to integrate crypto speculation into traditional financial markets. How are those ETFs coming along? Have you never really thought about any of this and just followed friends and YouTubers into the space? Maybe this is all just entertainment for you. Instead of dumping a few grand on season tickets to your favorite sports team, you trade tokens for kicks. What is your goal? How do you measure success? And how much progress do you really see towards achieving it? Please, be specific. Many crypto people like to speak about all these things as generic ambitions without being specific about what that world would look like if they occurred, and whether it's actually something we should aspire to, or whether the technology is even capable of achieving it. Perhaps you have identified a real problem, but the world would be better off with a different solution. Maybe the negative externalities of crypto are worse than the benefits of solving that problem with crypto. Have you really thought this through to its natural conclusions at scale? For example, even if you personally are willing to accept the risk of banking with non-government insured centralized institutions, do you really think everyone in the entire country or world is sophisticated enough to do the same? Even if you want anonymous digital money for your small-scale transactions, is it worth it if it necessarily enables large-scale money laundering and tax evasion by others? Even if you personally don't want to pay taxes on your income, do you really think we would be better off if nobody paid any taxes at all? Really? The current system is not perfect, but I want to encourage crypto supporters to spend some time thinking about whether their projects are a temporary protest, a bridge to something better, or could actually be a permanent improvement at scale. And show your work.